Welcome to week 4 of our summer series, where I'm going to cover 6 checks that you can do at home to get you ready for summer holiday driving.
It's important to maintain our battery as well to get good long life out of it. What we want to do is make sure the terminals are clean, which is these sections here.
Right.
Make sure they're not dirty, they haven't oxidized, which is that yucky green stuff. Way to keep them clean is just to make a cup of tea, boil the water, drink the tea so the water's cooled down, and just clean it with that warm water. And we can put a little bit of Vaseline on there as well to stop it from getting too gluggy. This is a maintained battery, what we call a self-maintained. There are maintenance-free ones as well. Maintenance-free ones are closed, so you can't actually touch the caps. These ones, what we do is we unscrew the cap,
Right.
and we want to make sure there's enough fluid over the plate. So if you have a look, Carly, if there's the plates in there, if there's enough fluid over there, we're good to go. If there wasn't, we need to fill it with distilled water. So not normal tap water. And distilled water you can get at the supermarket in the ironing section because it's what you're supposed to use in irons as well. So we've had a quick check. She looks good to go. Let's have some happy and safe motoring. Just a quick safety tip, whenever we're looking at anything in the engine, we have to make sure that the engine's off. So we're not doing anything while we've got moving parts. But we want to have a quick look just to make sure that our hoses are in good condition so that they don't have any cracks, they're not getting too dry. So that's just a visual thing. So looking at the hoses, the belts, all the hoses are looking great. So we know we're happy to go for another month before we need to look at them again. So we want to make sure that the children are safe and comfortable in their seats as well. So with a child this size, what we want to make sure is that the straps of the bank, which are the anchor straps, are nice and straight and firm, so they're in securely. The second place would also be the seatbelt, so that the seatbelt's clicked in and the seatbelt is straight, no twists, and nice and firm as well.
Check that it's firm. Give it a shake.
No need to shake. You
Don't
definitely
shake
don't want to
it.
shake. So once we've got the weight in from the child and the straps are tight enough, obviously the minute you start shaking it, you're going to loosen what you've just done.
loosen it,
So you want to
right,
just make
okay.
sure it's nice and firm. When the child's actually in, the most important thing is that the straps are not twisted. So what we're doing is making sure the child's comfortable, clicking it in, making sure we can hear the double click. And if there is a twist, straightening from the bottom and then straightening through. And they need to be nice and firm, but not so tight that they're cutting into the children's skin. The other thing too is we know that the child is ready to go into the next size seat when their head is starting to come above the edge of this seat. So there's different seats for all ages, but as long as the baby's comfortable and safe, everything's anchored well, you should have a nice safe trip. So what's important is that we do this nice and quickly, and we're just going to change the wiper blade. It's different on every vehicle, but on this one that we've got here today, we're going to turn it at a 90-degree angle to the arm. I'm going to get you to push the clip in.
All right. Click it in like that.
Push it in, that's
Yep.
it, and unlock it.
Oh, that's pretty simple
So we
enough.
take it off, and what we do is slip on the new blade. So why we change a wiper blade is because grease, dirt, grime deteriorates the rubber, and then it can scratch the glass.
Okay.
So we're going to slip a new one on, and then it's just the opposite of what we did. So we slip it in, make sure it clips in, push it up, close it, make sure it's down before we start driving.
It's really simple.
It's important that we maintain the correct level of oil in the vehicle. So what we're going to do is check it, and then we're going to top it up as well. So
Okay.
to check, we use the dipstick, which you've probably heard of a
Yeah.
dipstick before. So yellow section, that's our dipstick, and it's always near the engine. Pull it out, and the first thing we're going to do is clean it.
Why are we cleaning it?
We just want to be able to see what the indicators are. So we've got an add, a full, and a halfway. So from halfway and down means we want to add some more oil. So I'll pass you the rag, Carly.
Am I going to do it?
And you're going to check. Let us know how we're going.
All right. We are full.
Full, so we don't need to, but we're going to pretend we need to just so you can see where to do it. You don't pull oil down the dipstick tube. So we look for the engine and to see a cap that says oil or has an oil cap sign on
Right,
it.
so it'd be this one.
perfect. Now I'm going to give you a little tip. Don't buy a 4 litre, buy a little one so you're not tempted to pour too much in. And don't pour it in the way you think you should. Turn the bottle that way and it won't spill.
All right.
So let's have a try.
Oh, gosh. Oh, well, that's
Perfect.
easy enough.
And that's what we do. We make sure the oil cap's back on
Yeah.
before we drive off. And then we can have some safe motoring.
Voila.
When we're talking about towing a car, what's important is that we have the correct tow ball for our car. that we only use what's recommended for our vehicle, and that we make sure that we're towing the correct amount of weight. So we're not towing more than the car can handle. So if we've got everything connected correctly and we've got the correct weight and we find all this out in our logbook, then we're ready to do some safe driving.